Warning! The following video contains a mix of history, technology, and humor. Specifically the kind that will make you question reality itself. We're on a quest to find strange connections between ancient machines and today's artificial intelligence. If you think it sounds crazy, well, you're right. But hold on tight, because today, the past meets the future in ways you've never imagined. Artificial intelligence. The two words that get everyone either excited or terrified these days. But what if I told you that AI isn't as modern as we think? That, in fact, we've been tinkering with intelligent machines since ancient times. Today, we're diving into the mysteries of ancient technology, stuff that would make Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos jealous, and asking, were these ancient machines the AI of their day? Catapults. The ancient AI? First, let's talk about catapults. These fearsome war machines weren't just for smashing down castle walls. They were precise, finely tuned instruments of destruction. Think of them as ancient drones, programmed, or well-adjusted, to hit targets with remarkable accuracy. It's like the Stone Age version of missile guidance systems. Did the ancients build the first thinking machines in warfare? Imagine ancient engineers standing there, tweaking their stone-flinging machines, saying, "Let's adjust the trajectory on this one. Looks like the gods are in our favor today." Sounds a bit like programming an algorithm, doesn't it? Were these catapults the original AI? The ancient computer. Now hold on to your togas, because here's where it gets even weirder. The Antikythera Mechanism, found off the coast of Greece in the early 20th century, is widely considered the world's first computer. It could calculate astronomical positions and predict solar eclipses. Think about it, 2,000 years ago, the Greeks had a gadget that could predict the future, kind of like today's AI forecasting models. Imagine ancient Greeks spinning the gears, waiting for it to tell them when the next eclipse was coming. Kind of like us waiting for our phone to tell us the weather. Only they didn't have apps back then, or Wi-Fi. Oh, can you just imagine the buffering? Could this be the first predictive algorithm? Is AI really just an ancient idea rebooted? Ancient gods and their technological gifts. And speaking of ancient technology, ever heard of Hephaestus? He was the Greek god of blacksmiths and craftsmanship. And let's just say, he wasn't crafting your average sword. He was creating automatons, self-moving machines, mechanical assistants for the gods. Yes, you heard that right. Ancient Greek robots. So, were these metal creatures the prototype for AI robots we see today? Just imagine Hephaestus sitting in his forge, sipping something strong and saying, "Yes, I'm the original Elon Musk." The gods must have loved their personal automaton assistants, AI assistants, 2000 BC edition. Did the Greeks invent the first robots? Were these the first AI assistants to the gods? God of data. Now let's head over to Egypt, where Thoth, the god of writing, mathematics, and science, basically acted like the first database manager. Thoth was said to know everything and calculate the position of the stars. If he lived today, he'd probably be running a Fortune 500 tech company or working for NASA. Thoth's data storage? Papyrus scrolls. Imagine him with an Excel spreadsheet today, calculating the movements of the universe. We may not have ancient gods with us anymore, but we do have Google. Coincidence? I think not. Maybe Thoth was the first AI data scientist. Is Google the new Thoth? Is AI the reincarnation of divine knowledge? Is this the force Stephen King was writing about? Did he warn us? Isn't this the subject of another conspiracy theory? Where else will history take us? Ancient technologies that will blow your mind. But wait, there's more. Did you know about the Archimedes death ray? Oh yes, supposedly Archimedes created a weapon using mirrors to concentrate sunlight and set enemy ships on fire. Sounds like a laser, right? Maybe the ancients weren't so far off the modern tech after all. So the next time someone tells you ancient people were primitive, just tell them about Archimedes' mirror laser, because who needs modern lasers when you've got the sun? Could ancient civilizations have had their own version of AI warfare? More than meets the eye. And speaking of surprising technology, what about Heron of Alexandria? He built the world's first steam-powered device called the aerophile. That's right, steam power. This little invention could spin using steam pressure, kind of like the jet engines we see today. A little ahead of its time, don't you think? Heron was basically the guy building gadgets way before it was cool. Forget Silicon Valley, ancient Egypt and Greece were the real tech hubs. Was Heron's steam engine the precursor to our modern machines? Now, before we wrap up, let's take a look at some ancient tech you've probably never heard of, but it's no less mind-blowing. Take the Romans' concrete formula. This special mix made their buildings last thousands of years. They say we can't even replicate it today. Imagine advanced material science back in 50 AD. It's literally the nanotechnology of the time. The rabbit hole for this topic is in this video. Enjoy. Or what about the Baghdad battery, discovered in the 1930s? This small clay jar is thought to have been capable of generating electrical power. Maybe the ancients were charging their iPhones before us after all. Okay, maybe not iPhones, but you get the idea. Were these ancient societies onto energy solutions that could rival our modern world? So here's the big question. Are we really inventing anything new? Or are we just rediscovering what ancients knew all along? From Thoth, the god of data, to Hephaestus, the divine blacksmith, our obsession with building machines that can think for us is ancient. AI might just be the latest chapter in a story that's been written for thousands of years. Maybe the ancients were onto something after all. And maybe, just maybe, AI has been with us all along. Let us know what you think in the comments. Are we just modern-day versions of ancient inventors? And if you enjoyed this trip through time, hit that subscribe button and join us for the next mind-bending exploration.